Hello, this is a basic Astroneer tutorial on the shredder. These are the shredders. The medium shredder costs 1,250 bytes to unlock and requires 2 iron to make. When in use, it consumes 1.5 units of power and can shred Tier 1 items. The large shredder costs 2,500 bytes to unlock, requires 2 iron and 1 tungsten carbide to print, and consumes 3 units of power per second when in use. It can also shred Tier 2 objects and Tier 1 objects. The extra large shredder costs 5,000 bytes to unlock, requires 2 steel and 2 tungsten carbide to print, only consumes 3 units of power per second, so same as the large shredder, and it can shred Tier 3, Tier 2, and Tier 1 objects. The shredder is used for shredding anything that you can print from the printer, as well as debris you can find around the environment. When you shred an object, the shredder generates scrap, which can be used on the trade platform to trade for various resources. There are a bunch of things that can't be shredded. You cannot shred resources. If you notice, it's not sticking to the shredder. You can't shred packaged items. So that is unfortunate. And you can't shred research samples or research items. The time it takes to shred an object is based on the value of scrap that will be produced. So in this case, we have a small canister that's producing a little amount of scrap, and it goes very quickly. Whereas this Drill Mod 3 will produce 2 units of scrap and will take quite a while to finish. The 3 shredders do work at different speeds. The medium shredder is the fastest and will produce 1 scrap every 20 seconds. The large shredder is a little slower and will produce 1 scrap every 25 seconds. And the extra large shredder is the slowest and will produce 1 scrap every 30 seconds. The scrap value of items is detailed in the Astroneer wiki that I will link to below. You can scrap canisters with resources in them, but you get the same amount of scrap as you would with an empty canister. So this is only useful if you just really want to get rid of resources. An interesting thing is you can't scrap a canister with scrap in it. So notice it's not attaching, which I thought was interesting. There are some things that explode when put into a shredder. So we have the standard dynamite, hydrogen, methane, and sulfur. Hydrazine is considered a resource, so you can't attach it to the shredder, and so are the gases. But if you put the gases in a medium gas canister, you can put it in the shredder and it will explode. There are a couple other things that will explode if you put them in the shredder. Surprisingly, explosive powder is not one of them. What are the 3 that do explode are rubber, plastic, and silicone. So here's rubber, plastic, and silicone. I honestly don't know why those explode, but it's something to be aware of if you're shredding canisters, that anything with rubber, plastic, or silicone in them will explode if you put them in the shredder. So that concludes this basic tutorial on the shredder. If you like the video, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.